Today we are reading Georios Festival Ceremony, recorded with the important rituals that Georios' disciples in Amphorius used to pay tribute to the god. The collectible can be found starting from the Marmorial Market Space Anchor in Akama. It is sold by Tesisphona, Librarium, Administrator. In Amphorius, people employ many rituals to honor the world's foundation. The Pillar of Stone, Georios. One of the most important ceremonies is the Georios' Mysteries, performed annually in the city of Icatus. This ceremony comprises two parts: the Revival Ritual in the month of cultivation, the 4th month, and the Harvest Ritual in the month of reaping, the 8th month. Legend has it that, at the beginning of the Era Bellica, and following the birth of death, the calamities of aging, sickness, and starvation also swept across the land. Humanity thus began a relentless exploitation of nature, with excessive hunting and gathering in order to survive. Enraged by their foolishness, Circes meted divine punishment, and plants began to wither. In their despair, humankind fought one another like wild beasts, robbing each other of whatever precious resources they had. Georios, who deeply loves all creatures on the earth, implored Circes to give humanity another chance. If humans could overcome their own avarice, life would once again return to the lands. Georios bade their kin, the mole, to steal the last apple from humans' bags and to lead humans to a golden wheat field. The masses immediately trampled all over the field in their frenzied efforts to claim as much food as possible. Only a priest of Georios ignored the people's mockery and saved a scoop of wheat seeds, which he planted after offering a prayer to the land. This act placated Circe's rage, which also allowed humanity to continue their existence. People erected a temple to Georios at the place where that handful of wheat seeds were planted, and built the city of Icatus around the temple. During the month of reaping, acolytes from all over would deliver their first bundle of harvested wheat to this temple, a token of gratitude to this great titan. It is said that when he buried the wheat seeds, that priest mimicked the act of a mole burrowing into the earth to loosen up the soil and prepare it for cultivation. This is why families all go to the wild fields to gather a handful of soft dirt at the first moment of the entry hour, dawn, on the revival ritual, which takes place on the 8th day of the month of cultivation. After that, they will cleanse that dirt of impurities, place it in a clay container, and enshrine it in their homes to pray for a bountiful harvest that year. After that, with the help of others, the priest would dig up a pre-made clay effigy of Georios buried at an appointed spot. This was meant to symbolize the awakening of the Earth Titan, so that all life could be revived and flourish once more. At the moment of the lucid hour, morning, people would gather at the city gate, and the procession would follow behind the dromus, pulling the effigy along, all the way to the temple at the heart of the city, where they would perform prayers at the ritual. And on the harvest ritual, held on the 4th day of the month of reaping, Georios' disciples and priests from the cities across Amphorius will gather in Icatus. When the action hour, noon, reaches its first quint, a grand harvest festival will be held at the temple's plaza, with participants singing, dancing, and feasting. This revelry will continue until the parting hour, evening, reaches its 5th quint. As the feast comes to a head, the priests will each hold a single ear of wheat, perform their prayers to the statue of Georios in the temple, and offer the wheat to the altar. This is to symbolize the lesson of the past that should never be forgotten, as well as to give thanks to Georios' act of asking forgiveness on behalf of humanity from Circes.